Two brothers holding the pillars, two realms of ether tidings. Brotherhood of
It's a
truth,
fucking DNA helix right there.
brotherhood of virtue.
Jesus fuck.
And truth in trusting hands sheds not a sound broken apart from musical riffs and volatile remission stances. This peaceful dance and silent marks the keepers of the sacred doorway. A door marching closer, the sounds of the ocean. Spirit lands onward upon the beaten path. The divine, a place in mind. Time, family bonds, ripples the ponds. Taut and now strong, the crushing blow delivers remittance deceivers who worship materials, superstitions, wars, and overpower tools. So much is unused. Doors remain fixed in remembrance, memory fixed. We ride the lines in the streets looking for more at night, seeking the toll. What more can be wished for than to explore the permanent mold in search of better tomorrow? Understanding four-core branding, freedom like a shrieking howl, galore we fly this mysterious myth. Take it known how you've grown, the blinking star, shining beacon, at night perishes any desire of harmful sight. Simply put, we dream, the vessel to belong, searching the sky, we ride our futures in the now. Colorful blackened ponds shine upon the moonlit night, canopy enveloped in mist, continually enveloped in curtains, blankets of quilts painted, all colors, every shape, interwoven apocalypse. Teal, the color of your pearl, blood red, the heart's desire. Forensic mind shakes and quakes, bends and wakes, eliminates, forward motion cease, the prognosis, humanity. Motor coupling wheel backwards infested mutant. Contested freedom she dangles, lingered as if from a thread. Forgiveness lies in wake. Forgive yourself for freedom's sake, for father's mortal breath been taken. In names of peace earth shaken, remorses for the dead. We are all just a stone in a puddle in a pond. Are you in a meaningless pile of water that will evaporate, or are you part of all purposeful life? There are two ways to spread light, to be the candle or the reflection. Prolific paternatives, qualitative fraternities, jocks and jokes and arts retorts, nerds that sway, people praying, people making fears go away. Rocker flock and rip rappers keep and spit. The spot, a sun's block, my mind a light shop, making sense to over sedacious, repetitious, non-adaptive, open captive, outhouse caption, question fractured, rendered slackers, raffle, smasher, Mario Tardy, studios, raptures, apocalypse mattress, end of days romantics, bear in mind the label 20 counting fables, repertoire an anxious bar, flying sweating gin, digital reprieve, horseshoe reweave, pentagram, five aside, I can jive, finally brought a minute's rest, Sabbath, the moment of daydreaming suns, dream the fire and perfect storm center I, dreaming the cloud of gaseous night sky, brewing the storms that combine mind's reign, showing pain's androgynous peer's leap of faith. Once again, the slacks will show a perfect song. 16 intrepid waters delved oceanic fodders, platinum stream consciousness desires, braided the giggling sisters, vapors, patty cakes and ones and twos, and silent mothers watches brothers, parading fathers, warm arms to tuck us in, breathing free, tentacles release, outreach beneath the deep swirling islands, abundant as the sun's cloudy eyes, rainbow tribes, ride in tubes, spacious flipping tilted tunnels, bob swept blues courses throughout red ooze to set our wills to higher ground, hikes the impatient glow, slithers and eights our souls twirling the primordial liquids, discording directed, rationed to few planetary factions, orchestra pouring the sky's majestic concord, fragments bound, rewound, and gone into the sun-painted shrouds, covers our brows, followed us into the grey night, splattered recreant, that sings silver moon shaken shores, reflecting crescent promises repeated and doubled, belting lands anew, tasting belted photon hues, rejuvenates the silent perplexity, surplus invention, unjust never surrender, excess must not be rebellion, long dangles rope, right around the corner, 90 degrees turn, there's still hope. Bleeding through the quanta goo, the concentration ooze melting in my hand, murder my bones, feel this powerful glow, murder my forehead, this toxic song grow, murder the blackness of my soul, iridescent vapors exploding my capillaries, broken my lung capacity, dripping ribs, dripping nose fades from beneath my eyes, dripping eyeballs ooze into my mouth, dripping crooked fingers beating rift, Stigmata eyes observing mortal breath. Obsessive maggots, nuclear fallout. Broken, my Achilles heed the light. Broken, my scars, perfect night. Broken, my voices from my brow. Lives lost, many my last beating cry. I won't die, more fuel for the fire. Burning the fields, rain chemicals. Burning the plants off the infamous liar. Burning the plans of plants, planet. Jettison my spirit from this cage, entangles my perspective from thought, escape horrors of a green lantern, escape floral, the death's wagon, escape fountains of new youth. Stalwart endeavors, rainbow-colored feathers, picture the light separate from judgment's view, the hue of reflections detected anew, a horizon of Roy G. Biv vapors benefits our fellow man, view a prism illuminated between eyes, remission photons, frictions that will paint the black canvas with swirling colors and awesome lights. Rework a mortar, cruising insight, purified and bare, this process from air rekindles the flame, lost cyber mainframe, alchemical visions bleak now our prisons, stinging us along with the truth becomes told before your very eyes. Lightwork, sight, reborn, we arise from our tomb. This mind is alive, mixed with primordial goodness, wisdom, repugnance, discordance discovered in third central optic, a mirror to shoplift, the significant stop this. Upon darkness's Sputnik, a Seattle feed of interspoken dream can remold in time this victimless crime. Manifestation's key, sun-gazing daydream, a wonderful day to emanate and disengage our distances. Crushed powders, incentives ponder, granite drains, insulated remains dripping from the grasping fist, hourglass rhyme, directed prism, pinky scars wrapped in strings, knitting a scarf to keep warm, golden ring stretches knuckle bone, pasted and cast from the molten, infused through blue veins, reinforced demand, isolated. The pinnacles of metals do rust, molded, consciousness rough, delved, rewound, spun in time, dual snapping, cracking barriers, onto cosmic oceans of space, onto cosmic oceans of space, onto cosmic oceans of space. Boating and floating along this line, double helix soaring bell sounds, lifting conductive brain matters, vibration scatters notes in the wind, pouring golden ray transmission, sunlit, liquid embrace, covert life, breeding fire from earthen source, breathing life into all devotions, growing and glowing reality. The sweet wind blows and the mountains effect grow, sacred family tree in tune wonderfully in blossom blooms, finger-painted grass weeds glisten and shake the air swirls of mother's interwoven braids, the children's smiling gaze plays and feels in the slides swinging reels, laughing and pointing at musical notes in the air, lullaby in the sky, brushing the multicolored guild shading in all forms of life, giving splendor, candid remembrance of compassions, comprised brothers and sisters, foursquare reprise, praying and raising vibrations, delights, the animals now grazing, sun-ripened sands and swampy moss-covered netherlands, jungles in nature gliding onward beside the triumphant moonlight, verdantly glowing, reflections being spilling into the pools covered dew, mirroring the image of the galaxy into a dot intrinsically, the petal falling like rock, rain painted in squares, directionless rewards, productions of satellites, conductive renewal of isometric aura fields, even flowing space, rekindled flame that tucks us in to sleep safely among the moonlit waters. She glides the canoe. The eyes shine negative, retrospect, blank stares, introspection, detected life on a murky rock, for better or for worse, extended our vision to the depths of hell's curse, to the veil inward hearse. Encased in a protected sheath, divided, beautiful, luscious lips to kiss the sky, floating in mist. 100 moons to spin left, to write a protest, ribbon to wrap our night's silhouette dreams. The square complex of inner space vibrates the outer jettison vortex line, ditto my love inward. Abundance flows outward, radiates the vivacious living deity grounding this cosmic energy. Here on earth, for heaven's sakes, drop the propagation spark. Duality is a whispering lark. Rows and rows of sharks speak as above, so below. Mountains flee, spinning endlessly about. A heavenly rod, a heavenly nod, a spectacle of odds. The solar system's unit, a complex dual system, perplexed and made of a single substance. Love's repugnance to enlighten the darkest of space, once though elements nine could splice the sky, accompanied neighbors' elements 12, celestial nights serving the kingdom of hearts, broken egg 6 and 6 devil sticks, rewritten mix, maximized along, sold regrown. The dragon eats its tail. The months of sessions will prevail. Four directions, electrons, northern brothers and sisters, eastern cast of community speaks, southern starries carries waters, eastern mixes stirs to bring us patterns of spiraled winged map. The galaxy, a miniature version of this here rap, duality measured fourth dimension cubes holding the night's skies. 3D tasted the four, allotted the score to remain more than what we are. Begin to see the winds in front of your nose, to sense the rains rather than the flows, as above so below, this linear ghost with the most. Beings that fly, soaring the sky, lighting up the night, illuminations, grandsuns, punctual sandstorms, mixing vapors of might with labors of light, pictures perfect stars, aligned cyclic wonders bound, and new horizons flag and marching, we party onward without remission, the fettered weighted love petals in the sky, pressures build, we questions alright. 16 intrepid waters, delves oceanic fodders, platinum stream consciousness, desires, braided the giggling sisters, vapors, patty cake, and ones and twos, and silent mothers, watches, brothers, parading fathers, warm arms to tuck us in, breathing free tentacles, releasing outreach beneath the deep, swirling islands abundant as the sun's clouded eyes, rainbow tribes, ride in tubes, spacious, flipping, tilted, tunneled, bob, swept blues, courses throughout, red ooze to set our wills to higher ground, hikes the impatient glow, slithers and aids our souls, twirling the primordial liquids, discord directed, ration to a few planetary faction, orchestra pouring the sky's majestic concord, fragments bound, rewound and gone in the sun, painted shrouds covered our brows, follow us in the night, gray splattered, recreant that sings silver moon, shaken shores, reflecting crescent promises, repeated and doubled, belting lands anew tasted, belt photon hues, rejuvenates the silent perplexity, surplus invention, unjust never surrender, excess must not be rebellion, long dangled rope, right around the corner, 90-degree quarter turn, there is still hope, backwards quested, the seas of mystery, interplanetary mixture poems, grown from experienced tombs, forward undertows, selected, respectively, directedly connected, soliloquy, a year of silent meditation, developing, crisscrossing helix, smashed and fixed upon the pools of transparent waters, microscopic text selected at resting, inversions represent dual specular screams, observant dreams, tasted scenes of mystic pool, magnificent warmth and loving embrace, steady in place. Keys, crowns, browns, united, rewind inside our minds, lined and blind, darkness proposed, as shadow, curtain veil ponders, tapes of cautious space illuminates, rewrites history, future sonic magnet, electric shatters the barrier of light speed theory, manifested, encoded, language, rhyme, music, motion, sky divided pressures, began flipping sideways, again writing on top, one interstellar rift flying along this interconnected mesh, spying past planets with monster inhabitants, ignoring beings need love from a giving hand, back in the beats, the slew of the streets, on the invisible quantum reefs, spoilers, beliefs to parade the night sky, with speed alone we fly, float on the light, never present grounding spool, the needle we thread our distances sewn, golden threaded highways, spreading awareness's unique story whole. Mutual bonds pictured strong, never present infinity, ever questioned trinity, elements far and abundant springs, hierarchy of chemicals, nature's ordered biology, bits of transferred limbos connect 10 million stars that bind the moonlight with the sun fire, ignition spark, the grand lightning struck, burning the earth from carbon dusted hearth, this rain ever present, life to pour vitality upon the soils of Earth, constitution's rigorous adaptations, selection method of crystal skies, pours the life-giving essence thrice, the beginning to nourish, the spirit ever-present connected, songs better when we get along, insist on patterns that bond, our maturity, separation, splurge, destiny hangs in the balance, to become once Again a dancer in the bog, running through the swamps, swimming in the trees, playing catch with the clouds, leaving natural wildflowers as the sun bends.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Yeah, now it works. Fucking gas, motherfuckers. Eagles, talon, claws atop the mighty rock. The mighty bird determines flock. Flights with beaks that will let you free. The depths of superstitions fly with me. Beneath the silhouette moon I weep, but not for the pain in my eyes. I weep for the earth, lovely father and son. The silver crescent moon speaks from above. Crescent, reminiscent of a liquid sky unplugged. The tornado effect that swirls birds the same. Tasty jams brought from beak mouth to candy. Feathers found among the wreckage. The arrows clutch a tribal fire 7. Barking upon the wandering nights. We rise and we rise to make grander heights. Speaking of sacred flames below, a beacon in the middle of the night kindle will grow. The embers burst fire as coals. Wind blows, our senses calamity with dark red flows. Blue blood mixes, provides us the lift. Combustion path is now retired. Enter the age where light is required. Smoke rings eternal, parading the sky. Gently she glides to the shore safely. Brown bear black, bear make brown. Crystal dreams of a fish, a swirling rift. Polar bear, panda, koala, yellow breeze. The bear takes an otherworldly expression. Heart of gold and strength and roots. Sleeps in hunger, silent shoes. Cave bear, been there, traps hunger there. Echoes in the cave, damn deep cave of greed. I am this great bear with love in my dreams. To awaken one day, and scratch with the weeds. Bells ring aloud, venomous streaking tone. Screeching sound hits us, requesting time to evolve. A puddle of ice cracked upon the shores of basketball courts and old locker stories. Balcony fit, plenty of chairs. Whole families here, it's located in squares. I'll rattle the rig, jump on a cactus darn tape. Or fish in the lake, filled with trout. Based of boosted stew, loving the sounds that are coming from you. Interpreting the earth as a snail on the rug. Counting the petals of slate-covered loves. Light as a rope that fortune can braid. Multiple loops, abundance of freight. Continually constructive, disruptive, inert. Socks turn to purple, discovered in dirt. Believe what you will, or take this for granted. Earth heart is discovered by loving your planet. Silent and patient, silently listen, develop. Facing the sun. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Yeah, now it works. Fucking gas, motherfuckers. Among the stars lives a grand cosmic pattern. Einstein's theories applause the 11. From head to toes, the story goes. The eye is a pond to reflect our dreams. The mouth of ice that beams by me. A metaphysical land, a base of line, turning into process of light made from sight. A third eye sees the edge of the breeze. With fairy tales abound, we're connected at the ground. Through hearts and minds we seek and dive the bonds of time. The throat connects, ideals divine. Travels down a silver spine. To each and every muscle this energy does trace. To power the house of Da Vinci's space. The endocrine system follows the grain. Plants of chemicals, solemn happiness plain. Emanating all life that comes from brain. The words we use to each other's flame. Please and thank yous, delicious course makes the way for another's reign. Today we know acts as a day. Will never go and will never stay. Money flows where attention goes, so do your best to live free. Let your happy feet take the beat. Turn your pain to solitary gains. Make leaps of faith at every corner. Mincing hatreds, acts of murders. Emotions are in my control to be the best, to fit the mold. The contraceptives are our friends. Healing frequencies have no end. Dishing love is the name of this game. Offering prayers for friendship's ultimate gain. The property of glass cannot break. The sound, the solid ground of earth to test. A river's flow, the cracks do show. Molten ash, bubbles and grow. Earth she cracked, begged and bruised to learn to love this enormous being, almost like a toddler teething. The bones our culture keeps us safe. Alone at night we take our destiny. To become whole once again does require to melt the earth heart with earthly fire. The fear of the dark within family heart cannot be erased without forgiveness post-haste. Love yourself before anyone else. Start the fire by trading desire of obsessive control. Allow yourself to flood and flow. Eat the sand beneath your toes. Heal the family and find yourself. self, the interconnected mesh of metaphysical breath. In the negative image of the body in a mirror, we become one. The universe is you. Fucking gas, motherfuckers. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Yeah, now it works. Fucking gas, motherfuckers. Fucking gas, motherfuckers. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Yeah, now it works. Fucking gas, motherfuckers. I wanna be a wannabe, pollinate and float in the weed. Quilted limbos line the trees, quaternity a place in mind. Shop to buy products divine. Not for cash or bars of gold, for loving friends who cherish whole. Being silent, sequential reading, substantial meaning, death conceiving. Fully reading, listening, feeling. Passerby will catch an eyeful. Molten whistle and peaceful glisten. To flower all the red road swiftness. Purple sky scream reluctance. Quantum divides repugnance. Moth flies a crown of golden dust and silver hue. React the skies to make the raven cry. Protector of tribes, this mode of my ride. Alive at a time, my fortunes deprived. Sounds lift from the morning sapphire to laughter. Raindrops of topaz stirs and mixing the records. Scratching mountain peaks to eternal speaks. Flipping birds that carnival the tilting ground. Speaking of the crown, wings and the golden rings. My hand seems to know how much untold, flowing from mind subconscious divide. Awareness encased in brain-bashing race. To see with the universal mind galaxies entwine. Metaverse, Shakespeare, galaxy, quasar, supernova stage, standing in place. 1, 2, the system is simply the art of knowing myself. Roots grow deep but never infinite. The golden art of knowing isolated being. Self-sustained, independent, free. All that means continues to be oversimplified to the point. Knowing is only half the battle. Accepting life as snakes rattle, or a baby's bottle, all sudden shocks. While free will doctor, democratic proctor, constitution locked in. Upon knowing his life is me. Photon energy. Earthen tribes align and twine. Silver ships arrive on the meadow. Speed creaks, bobs and weaves, flipping the air and dancing in ether. Standing in awe at mysterious birds, flying overhead without causing harm. Diluted this perception that we was alone. Secluded this observation and concentration. Bellows our voices to heed the sky's song. Shows our predecessors here we belong. Beautifully now our realities collide. Once lost long ago, ghosts now galactic family. Trust in the instinct to follow your heart. Believe in each other's teamwork and sort. Management, free will, and abundance report. Floating along some kind of nucleus. Our brothers and sisters reign in the sky. A picturesque version to that Jedi. The spiders will climb webs made of cosmos, stringing along a theory of progress. A quantum force in line with the course. All levels of repeated fun. The A of the atomic and the B on the street show us this planet are made of dust. We'll try to carry 7 temples to supply our world with grand cosmic energy. Free power exists without burdens of cost. Procured, repeated, respected, deleted portions of a spark that will carry qualitative relief. We are the knowledge lost. Creators of beings and setting of suns follow this pattern to a T never undone. We often dream of planets to see celestial gods debriefing solar light. A sweet melody song that springs eternal light. The cosmic devotion, the kick, the bus, all floating around some kind of nucleus. All patterns in mind, based on the spine. Teamwork depicted, expected, selected, arduous words that carry our honor. Delivered, saluted, cheered, and recruited to the sight of the light, of the majesty of sight. Puts a tear in my eye, seeing this molten sky, to know we are all kings upon a glorious earth. Earth, heart, and shape mind sequentially reflected, directed to another person's space to coexist. With all the human race living as one tribe. This galaxy is our home, and truth our nature. To love one another is the nomenclature. Easy to be humanity if we can only see we are one energy. I wanna be a wannabe, pollinate and float in the weed. Quilted limbos line the trees, quaternity a place in mind. Shop to buy products divine. Not for cash or bars of gold, for loving friends who cherish whole. Being silent, sequential reading, substantial meaning, death conceiving. Fully reading, listening, feeling. Passerby will catch an eyeful. molten whistle and peaceful glisten, to flower all the red road swiftness, purple sky scream reluctance, quantum divides repugnance, moth flies crown of golden dust and silver hue, react the skies to make the raven cry, protector of tribes.
Quantum 19, tackle knots and sweet sage. Natural law, good for health. Targeted mantras, torn into two. Cordially we invite you to be our guest in retrospect. 1,000 years encouragement, times timely, timidly lean towards uncovering our underlying secrets. Jingle at the angles, abridging the divide, spacious guesstimations, adaptly simple, simplistically synonymously towards redemption, and targeting proper priority and linguistics having a meaning or outspoken purpose, chastising all that is holy, begone betrothed, beyond bride and beyond. Past, passionate longing, digesting sacred blinding vigils, targeting towards columns, combining hieroglyphic, holographic, indiscriminately progress, promotes thus a singular sight, broken before left and right, up or down, centralizations recall, regressions of the past, in living livelihood or another determinations lay tribute combined with all time and genetic memory code. A real view, rapid category prioritizes the heroine of lesson, tangible tribulations, pouring wonders, time so lost and forgotten. Could be last year, could be or more, or last Tuesdays, even though when instigations occur, unfold binomial repeaters, quadratically arrangements, solidifying discovered concerns, reasons behind lost indentured souls, indoctrinated to forget these factual architectures, prescribed by any form, all orthodox, simply put, our myths and legend passed down by way of insight, tasking tapered, longing, calling by our sorrows interested, we all find a solution, a solid ground for us to walk upon. Day the waters pure, another remembrance, unlocking historical avenues prior to manipulating belief structures, arguing ascertained depictions, congruent redistributions, manipulating belief structures, arguing ascertained depictions, congruent redistributions, vibe and form, increase in measure, solitude, regularly ajar, lose belonging becomes weakness, yet chalice begets sequence, haphazardly awakening, polygenomic, precognitive associate displacement tragedies purposefully in place, invested properly against us, this notion of time and place, heights before prognosis, redundantly deleted process, cancelled and reversed, articulations bionic, frequencies on vitamin D, they call it a drug, they look at the sun, those who alone cannot disguise at a loss, contemporary seeks a base foundation to address, sanctuary secretly, serenity holding us close, spindles on a finger, remembering not to forget, not so much a picture of of an awkwardly placed lawnmower, but a mattress placed across the EME matic, palatable loft. Penang, call it our planet Earth. Maybe define some type of subject, not first. Had to work for it first. Symptoms purposely sent, aligned an architect in double helix. No one can nor will combine the thrill, placing perfect alignment and positioning of Merkaba energy fields upon ley line capabilities to timidly target both forwards and back all at once was sought inwardly at first, following last, an eternal assertion of correctness, amateurly allowing Latin byproduct proper worth of value systems, rarely given algorithms, sorely abide by natural law, solely good health becomes its result of organizing by default any vibratory misalignment restructures in real time. Photo awesomeness captures this lens for a certain time, able to suspect and sustain like on like frequency, blinking when I have to I do not. Picture perfect, unsafe again, it's only a part of a matrix, adhesive,
symbiotic matter material, our ground sheet placement, weaved wicker, seating, and basket. Perhaps this can help us further explore vast reaches beyond the Neanderthal and Neander. This can help us further explore vast reaches beyond the Neanderthal and Neander. This can help us come a long way since some imaginary creature I made up to aid in helping us recall our primate distance traveled past relationships. Symbolically hypnotic by today's standards, rarely thinking of A at first place, midpoint center. Until then, we can jump off and redirect our central body-mind capability in vibratory center. When at once was first at last became middle, the normalcy realized everlasting endeavors of the middle galaxy universe. Interrelationship, marvel at those who have seen past central sun. In time, our grand architecture plays upon the spiraling cables, harmonizing at various different lengths. This is a magnificent expression to me at best, wonder and wonder to imagine each a dot of pen, striking, sparking mind out beyond Milky Way's center galaxy. These the universal harmonics, reigning in pictorial soliloquies, mirror neurons, synapse charges, surges both ways, forwards and back, together at once, between both brains, left and right, always again in the same higher mind. The ego self by syllabus, creative mind, is different than servant here, being amplitude differential, symbol of the circle halo, another circle drawn against the sand-found beacon, thwarted time and space, heaven our Eden planet, a great place to start addressing certain issues, if need be, thinking 2D, dimensional, fervent, binary, robotics, IDE cables, computer language, motherboard and brain processor, RAM hard disk, space quantum bus, average solid standarding labels, laughable, God is one, all for one and one for all, no gender drives, what's next, calmly get along and snap out of it, protect and help each other from the environment at all times, including our place in said such occurrences, never ending, albeit ultimatum, relying upon addressing affirmations, need congregational approval, ascertaining equilibrium of rights projected of the whole of the earth, at least but in the universe and galaxy, primarily that would render ultimately vast equatorial leaderships and proclamate priority over certain leadership roles and potential scattered about various world centers, of which our heart aligns and connect, provided we have drawn our fundamental maps in place, taking career the time to awaken and connect some long forgotten promises, suggesting we replant all the trees immediately, using seed from grown, if we got extra food to help whenever possible, and educate there when our center is universally friendly. It can be no man or woman, no being, celestial creature, or product of the great spirit, galaxy dream catcher's web spun marvelously and magnificent. No, I'm not mad that evolution didn't take place first, but considerably and unrelentingly happy that we're allowed to solve this great mystery without interventions, colliding in the wake our art and disseminate belongings in the Smithsonian. Meanwhile, directed fractions, unbiasedly the abundant truth is true in all glory. Our earth can replenish enough renewable resource to sustain us all naturally. Align with natural laws by all means includes our inalienable rights, clearly redefining the purpose of obligatory condemnations, abominations belonging to the dead and deceased. Captains captively held, release, allow, all working in peace quietly together in groups as needed relief by our handled brothers and chiefs who have seen both sides surface by right of way, selections, doors intermingling and instructed upon retrieval, a key opening, not in a double jump is necessary. Don't hurt yourself. That second step is a doozy. There we have all the unconditional support one can need if in reality your heart beats when you're free to speak independently and freely to your mind as you wind and wish, translate and assist, upbringing, considering we train ourselves, our brain delivers perspectives on command. It really is mind over matter. Accessing partitions, decomposure, cleverly instigated past lives of the matrix found all throughout mind tales of woe and heartache properly shown, shining AQ, quintessential acquiescence, interlining universal, far, far away. Galaxy Way Station in the incredible majesty of black holes, screaming like a gauntlet, booby trapped to all hell, with every possible, impossible mission statement is don't go wrong, because that second step is a doozy. Free to travel and answer back, yet staying in one place, assert dominance, dance through all the intertwining spirals, see what you come up with, but make sure it's your own. You're you, do so forth and so on until you're back at center, rounded in chair, making best musics in life, with not creative milky centers or mythological far galaxy, yet a metaphysical intuitive world built inwardly and among all fabrics, by way of virtue and divine diving, providence jumping is through the stars, the light, and the source. Everything is above, so below, following one step in front of another, correcting templates of time and terminologies along the way, keeping place through rendition of variable spirit animal, checking that no proper names were used in accessing spirit souls and souls food placement. Another legend and discovery, no sentence were made. Therefore no sense was ever had in knowing I know nothing, zero. Perhaps this poorly lame description of quantum being creator, and atomic being Milky Way center. Molecular suns compounds are mingled, Mercury and Venus mix and match. All that serves your planet, each celestial mass that orbits plays a role in the spiderweb's creation, appearing as man, yet in fact is the name of the all-true creator. Quantum One. Love. Hasta luego. Vaya con Dios. Words. No is equal to the atom, the quantum heightened aggregates, polishing portions properly placed. Andrew Alexander, Atom so holy. Seek change, seek free energy, seek quantum safe, more difficult but fail safe. What other option is there? Make the leap to perpetual energy. This is the inevitable end for nuclear bomb power plants. Splitting atoms or splitting consciousness. Quantum is another level, a smaller level but greater level. Goes harmful, safe. The harmful tests have their uses, but the safe tiers have their own solutions. Each are important, each is necessary, both is required. Atoms versus subatomic versus quantum, quark, quanta mechanics. There is enough energy not only in the atom as in the universe, as in the quanta, quark of the quantum. There, as in the universe, the quanta C scale are a combination of quarky quark, each separate, yet each whole in their respective polygonal shape, as in the universe whole, some making one, each as with together one to the power of one, as each nuclear energy facility has an expiration date, in effect are ticking time bombs within themselves. Fukushima tragedy could be all around the world. Think harder, smarter, stronger. Take a long look, maintaining the position of the observer without observing. For it is only within the imagination we can violate the laws of nature, of thermodynamics, breaking the wave from violations. Eyes close or open, while in meditation, stability is stable. Manger those stables, or wait, strike that, reverse it. Equal B1. Love, Stone, Douglas, Monday, July 18, 2016. I've been working since I was 10, never saw a positive account balance. Once poverty of philosophy, especially because of my accounts, have always been in the red. Since I was born, I've been in the negative. Something definitely wrong with that soul. What's up? What's on your minds? Have we got to lose? What have we got to lose? Not once positive in my entire life. How am I supposed to provide for a family by murdering each other's soul slowly? It's a joke. When they're lying and cheating and stealing, forget my future. Where else to go but non-profit? It's a demo. It's a fucking joke. Buy the track. I don't own shit. Help me help you dance for life. Philosophy is my art. And when the repetition proposition is borrowed from structural analytical postulations of dimensional realization of access without possession towards understanding analysis, maintaining exponential growth, systematic architectural level of the universe, framework to briefing solar light, truth help cut through bullshit like none other, saving you boatloads of time, more valuable than money, one love, heightened aggregates, polished portions, properly placed chorus. Material cordially invites us to spearhead a long-awaited symbol burrowing from within the voids of time and space, an upheaval, detested magnificence. Here, hearing slightly held in place, hope remains steadfast. Practically, as I was saying, springs from the blackened pools, laces of light comfortably suggest preliminary arcing veins, lingering lyrical lyres, promoting proportionate rates, clandestine equilibrium spells out internal dance steps, manual reflections mandate obligatory overtures, rotate, detain, disqualified consciousness, continuum, utilize, descriptions, vapors, and then M for explanation in relations towards retaliation against another should assert dominance and diligence, formidably following grains, concerted visions, later conceptualization, organic contemplations, recognizing symbols, slowing this lesson for the totality of the assembly requires many parts together, not separate in the box as within, as without. Does entire universal models found at IKEA problematically, just as desire to sustain happiness and health for all members of my family's portrait streaming across optic picture viewers presentation stations, although afterthoughts of burner establishes intent, chords spirals, turns tides, as within Bible's pages in relation to the topic, yet another megameter might of the ancient sworn accordances hold dear terminologies over the vast thousands of years. There, not here. Isn't the same region, missing my topic, segregated principles proud. These are my personal thoughts. When I'm writing in freestyle, can swap topics upon premonition. In conclusion, using a historical conclusion to enter mind, see place and time, go there and walk the streets, actually smells coming from beneath and long ago from different and vast regions, as above so below, but only here on earth, pretending to mental planes. In actuality by asserting domain ultimately limits responsibility, taking full advantage of all possibility of that which remains filing. In all the background noises, turn on the coffee, the radio of your choices, TV, video games. How else do we mass communicate school and song and an actor playwright acting out something that which encompasses us all? The universal motions pushes us along, slowly timing interrelates together against the forces of nature and motions of physics, harnessing something exquisite, hardly inclusive, together yet indistinguishable, separate from another nothing which is fundamentally experimental. Giants gain 100 times this in potential, squashed sacks of medicine balls tossing over fountain and pasture, over mountain, like the hammer throw from a behemoth such as Matilda's teachers, who knew that aggression was due to carbon monoxide in the atmospheric pressuring, stress setting in, forgetting once again the AAA typical procedure ponders and free verse uses. Yes, that was my point, instantly deriving said subject upon asking of the point. Our intuitive intuition guides us in heart as big as the galaxy, should I remark, at the point when we all acquired such an organ playing melody so fast and far away as Oz. Milky Way galaxy somewhere over the rainbow, a bright white center forms positions of the dot and third center's optic lens. Don't forget your pencils, taking pads of papers, ages of lions, scarecrows and bears. Oh, my tin men, searching for the proper language usage when in fact insulated remains point to a nocturnal rainbow which is further perpendicular towards the actual claim and assertion that we as intellectuals are processing the birth of a star so great as it's as the same egg that creation creates, and furthermore applicable everywhere, not just the brain, starting at birth, righteous and pure, fresh blank page for us to endure rates of jump rope according to our position in the relation to Oz, I mean the Milky Way. Together we fly in space as a part of the dream catcher trampoline, pushing flowers, blossoms across the intersecting sections. We fly in space as part of a great spirit, swirling and spinning in and amongst the inertias, collaborating as we do, dust pools swept under the rugs, coming together as we are as one elder druid parent, sweeping the dirt beneath the door, combining into swirls on a broomstick, ride magically pirouettes, dancing on toes, bend and crack eggs, just like the seeds could not have just been more coincidence. We, as the seagull, dove, and dolphin, tailor, shark, blue, finish, pure. Before we begin this thing, our knots and bead and woven blanket and bracelet, earring, bell, and dangles rope 45 degrees, hoping this Jupiter spin-off is enough for us to all remember the hop, thrown, corner, kicks, speeds that comes bricks falling from rooftop and coconuts, all that have the potential to see swinging home along with Macaulay Culkin for some gravy great time lapse, and try to get into the house with all the witch and warlock amidst booby traps and baits and tackle, sweet sage, foot, and reel. I don't often give up my premise so easily, yet am wasting time. I do maintain a symbiont of relevance, interrogatory categories splashed in ripples of the nebula, black hole and brown yellow sun, eternal webbings and fact-facing formidable frenzies of facts don't often become two sequencing, interlocking majesty in tune with musical motorboats, comets that skylark swift and swallow whole essence in captivity of Icarus wing, soothing dragons